What's going on, everybody? Jason Bible, Portfolio Builders Network, deal a minute. We're doing a really cool deal here. We missed out on this one last week, actually about 2 weeks ago, and I want to show you what happened. So this is a property up in Spring. It's actually the Woodlands. So let's take a look at this deal. Listed for $154,000, which we knew was going to be a stellar deal. And we submitted our offer. It ultimately closed at $144,000. So let's go over here to our handy dandy deal analyzer. What made this deal a little bit of a challenge is you couldn't get in to see it, and it's currently rented. So let me show you how we manage expectations there. So property was listed for $154,000. Let's go ahead and just put asking price in here. $154,000. The ARV is $335,000. How do I know that? The house next door sold for $335,000. We'll talk about the rehab here in a minute of 51 grand. Square footage 1655. Market lease is $21.95. The house across the street listed about a month ago and sold at $21.95 a month. Taxes $43.85. Insurance about $2,000. HOA is about $1,000. So a lot of people ask, Jason, what do you do when you can't get into the house? I don't look at the worst case scenario. I don't look at the best case scenario. I'll look at an old listing. In this case, it was rented in 22 and it looked absolutely gorgeous. However, we can't get in. So we're going to assume it's a pretty beefy rehab. What does that mean? Obviously, I do all this. When you look at my calculator here, which is available on portfoliobuildersnetwork.com. If you want this, fill out your email and I'll send it to you. I always fill out the make ready piece. I'm just going to assume it's going to need all this because I can't get inside. Countertops, appliances, fixtures, carpentry, hardware, everything. And then I'm also going to assume it needs all this stuff. New cabinets, new electrical, new roof, HVAC, tub, all that stuff. So for a house of this size with some contingency in there of about 10%, we're looking at about a $52,000 rehab. Let's go back to our input here. You can see it right there, $52,000. That's just what I assume. I can't get inside. I don't know. I've got to make an offer based off what I know and then building contingencies for what I don't know. So let's look at the analysis. Remember, this thing sold at $144 in the Woodlands. I know people tell me all the time, there's no deals out there. I can't find any deals. This was just on the market. It just closed. You could have bought this for $154,000 full ask. You'd have to close in 2 weeks. Full ask worth $335,000. Renovation is $51,000. This is one of those deals, and these are real numbers. This is what it closed at. You would have gotten paid $33,000 to buy this property. That's what the negative number means. Now, I will tell you this. It won't cash flow a whole lot. So what I would do is I'd leave more money in the deal. In fact, let me go to our inputs here. This is 80% loan to value. Let's do 70. I think that'll help out the numbers a little bit. Let's go look. Okay. Here's the wild thing. You could have bought this with no money out of pocket. That negative $1,500, you would have gotten paid $1,500 at closing to buy this property. Now, it will cash flow negative $800 a year. Not that big a deal, right? But look how much equity you captured. You made $130,000 in equity. You picked up $6,000 a year in depreciation. Your cash on cash returns 52%. Captured equity at the time of purchase. The reason it's negative is because you have no money in the deal. That's what that means. The 5-year return, cash flow 13,516. Now you're probably asking, Jason, it's negative $800 a year the first year. How are you ending up with cash flow by year 5? Simple. We're raising rents. Pretty simple, right? By the time you sell this thing, you will have captured $250,000 in equity. How do you do that math? It's 7% a year appreciation for 5 years. You already have $130,000 in equity. You have no money in this deal. Whoever bought this deal bought a smoking hot deal. And that's assuming the rehab is as big as it is. I don't think it was. I think they just needed cash and dumped it. Your total return is infinite. That's what those numbers mean. When your return is negative, it's actually infinite. So great deal. If you guys want this calculator, portfoliobuildersnetwork.com. Type your email in, and I'll shoot you the calculator. Thanks.